going on, YouTube world? Today we're gonna be looking at the Paragon Hybrid. I think this is probably one of the most anticipated of this bunch of balls released. So I'm excited. Again, I love all the track stuff. So I'm really curious to get this on the lane. But as always, man, hit that like, subscribe button. That goes a long way to supporting the channel. And if you are in the South Florida area, man, check out Sawgrass Lanes, man. They are awesome center, man. They take care of me. And also, pro shop wise, man, Bowler's Edge Pro Shop, Tony Levance, my boy Roger in there, taking care of business. If you have any of those needs, man, get over here. The boys got you covered. And as always, Cool Wick, anything Cool Wick related, 12 bagger, man. Use the links below. Discount code Hutch10. That's everything, man. So let's hurry up. I'm done talking, man. Let's get to those first shots. Yeah, brother. Tight. Oh, jammed up. So, after my first couple shots, I did throw a couple other balls on this lane to get a clue, but I didn't do any reviews on it. So I threw like 1 or 2 shots, and I realized like this lane was a little tricky. So I don't know if it was because maybe there's a sport pattern down and they just didn't burn it. They didn't run a lane enough to strip it to get that sport pattern off. But again, they just played a little different. But the Paragon Hybrid still, again, it carried for a lot of the shots that I was like, man, I don't know if it's going to make it back. From here, it still splashed the rack, and you don't see a ton of deflection. Like, this ball still has a lot of motion down lane. But as you will see once we transition to lane 2, is that it's a lot faster because, again, lane 2 played normal, especially for, again, what Sawgrass generally has. And I see this ball really dance a lot more than I saw here. Again, I had a lot of room here. She is disgustingly good. So that's my first couple shots with the Paragon Hybrid. Man, cleaner, still pretty rolly. I think it's a big core in it. So again, it gets down the lane, but it's not like super sharp. And again, this is a relatively fresh house shot. So I'm gonna see how it looks once we get to that next set of shots to really get my final thoughts on it. But initially, it hooks. I can get a lot of speed if I wanted to and stay a little bit closer to the track, or I can open a lane and get around it a little bit. And it's gonna give me a nice, more controllable motion off the spot. So we're gonna throw the Paragon Solid now, see how that looks, and go from there. At all, about nothing. Nope. Because what's the name? Solid is really strong in comparisons. I have a slightly different layouts on it. Again, I'll flash those across the screen now so you can see it. But man, the Paragon is the Paragon, man. It's a big, strong ball. I don't care what's out here. The Joker gonna hook. As I said a minute ago, this lane just did look a little funky. And again, the Paragon Solid struggled on this. It almost seemed like there was a carry down on this lane. So where I believe the Paragon Solid actually needed a little more friction because it wasn't storing as much energy as the Paragon Hybrid. So I think that's also why, again, the ball just looked a little lazier on this lane for some reason. But yeah, so again, my next shot's here. We jump to lane 2, and it hooks. So again, I generally, in most bowling centers, the end pairs look a little different. So I gave you a couple shots with a Paragon Solid. It's a little chuggier, a little earlier, a little rollier, but again, still makes a nice move off the friction. So I'm gonna throw a couple more shots with a Paragon Hybrid on lane 2 to give you a better comparisons. So yeah, man, we're gonna take it from there. And so, like I said, the Paragon Hybrid showed a lot quicker response down lane once I changed to lane 2. And again, that's kind of what I expected. Initially, I was like, man, is this ball going to be slow? You know, that's what I was like, oh, man, it's not what I expected, especially with something that has this particular finish. But man, we're going to talk about the numbers here in a moment, and we'll get into the nitty gritty once we change angles. But yeah, man, I think this ball is really going to be a treat for especially everybody who is a fan of the Paragon. What's going on, guys? Charles, man, just wanted to jump in here real quick. We're going to do a ball giveaway. The Track Stealth. That's the ball we're going to be giving away. We hit 2,000 subscribers. I want to show my appreciation. This channel is not here without you guys. So just want to jump in here. How many strikes did I throw with the Paragon Hybrid? Man, comment that in the comments, and you got to be subscribed. So do that. I'm going to shoot you an email. I'm going to throw all the names in the hat, spin it. So the winner, I'm going to tag them in the email, and we'll go from there. So yeah, how many strikes did I throw with the Paragon Hybrid? And man, win this Track Stealth. It's a very underappreciated ball. So let's get to it. So here we have the layout. It's my typical layout, 60 by 4.5 by 30. And the cover stock is a QR11 hybrid, quick response. Core, there's the I core 3.0, same that's in a solid. RG 2486, differential of 0.56, and an intermediate differential of 0.15. Finished at 500, 1000, 1500, and crown compound. Yeah, man, those are the specs, man. It's the same, really good ball motion, and this ball hooks. It hooks a ton down lane, especially with that compound on it, just a little bit cleaner, a little more responsive. The solid, again, just seemed a little slower in comparisons, and that makes sense. But again, now that we're on lane 2 and there's some friction there, it definitely, again, both balls hook a lot more than what we saw on lane 1. So again, it's literally some league nights, you know, you see stuff like this where one lane just plays different from the other. But as always, man, I appreciate it. We'll probably get another video out here talking about all the hybrids here soon. So stick with me. I appreciate you guys, man. 2,000 subscribers. Man, we making it. All right, later.